I'm gonna explain to you why you don't have friends and why it's most likely not your fault. Because if you're watching this video, you're probably not as much of the problem as you think you are. You are most likely a trigger for them or for people. A lot of people will see someone and get triggered by them just from a first look, or you could remind them of someone that they know, someone that they used to be friends with. You may say something that can trigger something in them and you don't even know it. These are people that you want to stay away from because you don't want someone else's triggers to become your problem, or you don't want to have a friend that makes their triggers your problem. You don't want to feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells around a friend. You want someone that is secure in themselves, knows who they are, they can understand inner work and healing. You don't always want to have to censor yourself or make yourself feel small because you're worried that you might trigger a friend that you have. If someone really wants to be your friend, they know that anything you say or do that could remind them of a past trigger, that's not your burden to bear. That is something that they need to heal from and figure out. A big factor of why people do not want to be your friend. And it's because they're jealous or envious of you or even something you have or possess. When we think of jealousy, we think of kind of just that first instinct of, oh, I don't like her because she looks like this, or someone kind of judging you or nitpicking you because they're secretly envious of you or you have something that they truly like. But another key reason why someone is jealous or envious is because they know deep down in their subconscious that when they make a jab at someone because they're jealous or because they're envious, that realistically that means that they need to self-reflect and heal something within themselves. Some people don't want to feel that shame that comes up when they know what they're saying is wrong or bad, or they're taking it out on someone else because they have their own insecurities. They don't want to face that insecurity head on because they're already embarrassed and shameful of it. Jealousy isn't just about looks. It can be your energy or your aura, how you walk in and you command a room and all eyes are on you. Some women get jealous of just the glow that someone has, the happiness and kindness and joyfulness that someone brings because they do not feel that way. In their reality and in their life, there's nothing to be happy about. There's nothing to glow over. There's no kindness in this world. The world is cold. And that's how they see it. So when you are a bright light and you come in, you're triggering for them because you are saying that their reality and what they believe is wrong. You could also have a talent that someone truly wants. There's still grown women in their 20s, in their 30s that keep that same mindset. They're jealous and envious of you because you have something about you that they can't attain, or they want to learn how to attain, but they don't want to gas your head up and ask you how, because that will bruise their own ego. The next reason you probably don't have friends, you're probably the black sheep. When you're the black sheep, there's something different about you. It can be physically, it can be a characteristic you have, it could be a talent, it can be anything about you that is just not what someone sees in an everyday person. Some girls, again, when they notice that you are so different, this triggers them. This triggers something in them of, oh, why does this person think that they don't need to look like I do or dress how I do? For me, like, it would be always the more popular girls that would bully me or harass me or make fun of me. Now that I'm older, it was because I liked to be different and I never changed it. I did not want to change for them. I did not want to just fit in. And a lot of girls did not like that. If you have something that makes you cutting edge, that makes you different, that makes you the black sheep, do not hide it, do not change it. You having no desire to fit in with them or be like them because you're not feeding into their ego. Their ego says, like, I dress like this and everyone around me dresses the same way because I fit in and I'm cool. But the moment that you turn around and you don't do that, that's gonna trigger something within them because they can't be their authentic selves in order to fit in. You still fit in and you still do what you wanna do and you don't care what anyone else thinks. They want you to be like them. They want to brainwash you so you care what they think. That kind of goes into my next reason, is that you're not easily manipulated or influenced. You're not constantly shape-shifting your identity around different people. You don't change who you are at a soul level in order to be around other people or make friends. A big one for me was once I got to high school, I said I do not like drama, I don't want to partake in drama, and I had very limited friends. The moment that I had a friend that I could tell was stirring the pot, I immediately cut it off. And you're not going to partake in drama or gossiping or whatever it is that you don't align with just to fit in, just so you can have friends because you don't want to be alone. You'd rather be alone than change your identity and become someone you're not. If you are sitting there and you're not easily influenced or manipulated, it's good that you don't have friends around you that are trying to force you to be that way. You don't want to be around people that are constantly trying to change you and change who you are. This next reason is a big one, but if someone says you're intimidating or unapproachable, if someone's saying, oh, you seem unapproachable or intimidating, they're making the problem you, when really it's a reflection of their own insecurity. If you think I'm intimidating, that means that you lack the confidence or the security in yourself to approach me. You thinking I'm intimidating or unapproachable, that is not my problem. Especially if you just simply are existing. You know, you're not doing anything to scare people off or be intimidating on purpose. That just means that those people are insecure within themselves. But I've gotten this before from mostly men. They'd say, oh, you seem so intimidating. I didn't know how to go up to you. That should have been a very big red flag, because if you're intimidated by me, then that means you have more work to do and you don't know how to be around someone that maybe you're attracted to, that maybe you're interested in talking to, that you like, whatever the degree is. If someone says that you're intimidating or that you're unapproachable, that means that there's something about you that they're not ready for. My next reason you don't have friends is your boundaries are probably too strong and your standards are too high. And there is, by the way, nothing wrong with this. Someone says, oh, your standards are too high for you. For you, for me, they are never too high. I had really, really great friends, and then I had like this group of girls in my class that were my friends that were just kind of toxic and mean at such a young age. I remember this one time, we didn't have a playground. It was just a big blacktop. On the other side of the fence, there was a playground, but it wasn't the school's property. So it wasn't allowed that the kids could go on it. And I remember the girls saw that there was like a door open to the playground, and they kept saying like, go, come on, let's go. Are you gonna come with us? And I said no, because I didn't want to get in trouble. They would say, if you don't go over there, I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. And that was reoccurring. Like, it would be for every little thing, and I'd given a lot. But this one time I stuck to it. I said, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to the playground. I did not regret it. I did not want to risk, being anxious or being uncomfortable or getting in trouble because I wanted to fit in with these girls that were purposefully doing wrong things. If people sense that they can't control you or manipulate you, that you have a very strong sense of self, they won't want to be around you. It goes back kind of to shape-shifting. If they can't shape you into how they want you to be, then they're not going to want anything to do with you. And again, that is not your issue. If you have a friend that is consistently trying to change you and change who you are, they don't like you for you. They don't like who you are as a person. They just like that you are a little minion that will listen to anything that they say. It was me wanting to be validated and wanting to be accepted. If people can tell that there is no way that they can kind of crack you or make you change, they're gonna give up on you because they didn't care about you to begin with. They didn't care about who you were. They don't care about what your likes or dislikes are. They don't care what your dreams and passions are. They don't care about who you are soulfully. They care about what you can do for them. How can this person make me feel good? It's about me. It's about them, not about you. My last reason why you don't have friends, and it's probably not your fault, it kind of ties into my last reason, is because you don't validate them. You don't validate the things they do or their behaviors. You may be the type of person that thinks critically a lot. Like I said earlier in the video, you're very self-aware. And you question things. You question why people say certain things. You question their actions. You question why they are the way that they are. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't like that. For me, this would happen a lot when I worked retail. If I had a manager that just wasn't the nicest or she didn't enjoy her job, if I would question, oh, why should the product be this way? Or why should I do this? They usually took it as me questioning them and questioning why they want things to be that way, when it's not that at all. I'm simply just wanting to learn, but they don't see it like that because they are deep down insecure and unhappy. Or if you ask someone why they have a specific limited belief. I went on a date with a guy and he was white, and we were just literally getting ice cream because I was like 19. These two girls who were white come out of their car. He's like, ugh, white girls. For a second I was like, what? I told him, I was like, isn't your mother white? I could tell that he was like embarrassed. And I don't try to embarrass anyone on purpose, but it's because he had a history of dating Latin women. So he wanted to try and validate me and himself in saying that he isn't attracted to white women, when in reality, like saying, ugh, white girls, you could just say, oh, yeah, I've tried and no luck. But saying like, ugh, like in disgust, I'm like, you have a white mother. Your daughter one day will be half white because of you. It was very weird, but it caused a trigger in him and he reacted. And when I asked, like, why are you saying that? It usually causes people to self-reflect. Wounded people, people who live small, don't like to self-reflect. They don't want to think critically. They aren't self-aware. They can't think deeper. They don't think like you and I think. That's why you're on this video. I could have easily been like, oh, haha, like, yeah, like, you know, being a pick-me. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, only Latin women. Like, I want a guy that only dates Latin. It doesn't matter. That's what some people or friends that you're looking for want you to do. They want you to cheer them on. You can see them insulting others, belittling them, bullying them, judging them. And they want you, again, to validate that. But instead, you would rather ask, why did you do that? Why did you say that? Why would you think that's okay? And you cause them to self-reflect, and that triggers them because they don't want to be the problem. They don't want to acknowledge their wrongdoings. They don't want to look at their flaws. They're running away from their flaws because subconsciously they know they have it, and you're the one that brings it to light. And they are trying to stuff it down so they never have to deal with it again. You know that you do a lot of inner work, self-reflection, you understand your own trauma, you understand your own triggers, you are just radiating at a higher vibration than other people can be. Because not everyone wants to be friends with someone who's gonna call them out on their BS. Some people want others that will fuel their BS, if I could put it lightly. And if you're not doing that, all you're gonna do is be a trigger for them. All you're gonna do is call them out, and they're not gonna like it. They want someone that'll gas them up. They don't want someone that wants to help them grow. Some people do not want to change and they do not want to grow, and they want someone that is comfortable with staying stagnant with them. Don't believe that there is something secretly deeply wrong with you, that you don't have friends is your issue. Sometimes it just takes time. It may just take time for the right people to truly gravitate towards you and for you to find your group, your community of people. My channel will not be for everyone, but I know that there's friends out there that I can make, a community that I can make of like-minded women that want the same things that I want and that want the same life that I have. Or we both want to achieve even a grander, bigger life together. Don't count yourself out yet. This is not your fault. And if you are watching this, just know that there is a friend out there waiting for you like you're waiting for them. Okay, ladies, that is it for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, or whoever is watching, not just the ladies. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you the best in your friendship making, your best friend making, finding your community. You will do it. They're out there waiting for you too. They're all waiting for you. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.